Right, so we've got this deep dive you all requested,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like we're going to be tackling an excerpt on the law of attraction.
Okay.
Some teachings from Abraham, channeled by Esther Hicks.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are familiar with the basics,
Mm-hmm.
so we're going to jump right into the good stuff,
Okay.
the deeper insights that this excerpt offers.
It starts off strong.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
Okay.
Right off the bat, it reminds us that we're not just these physical beings,
Right.
but we are vibrational beings,
Mm-hmm.
existing in a vibrational universe.
Okay.
Everything we see around us,
Yeah.
all this stuff,
Right.
all this reality,
Yeah.
it started as a vibration.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
But how does that actually work?
Okay.
Could you give me an example?
Imagine you're holding a seed in your hand,
Okay.
this tiny little thing,
Okay.
but it contains the vibrational blueprint for a massive oak tree.
Wow.
That entire tree already exists
Right.
in vibrational form. Uh-huh.
Within that little seed?
I never thought of it that way.
Right.
So if we're surrounded by all these vibrational blueprints,
Yeah.
how do we actually get them
Okay.
into reality?
That's where the concept of the wave comes in.
Okay.
So the excerpt uses this analogy.
Okay.
A wave has two sides.
Right.
One side is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is the solution.
Okay.
And here's the thing.
Okay.
Both exist simultaneously
Okay.
in the vibrational realm.
So you're saying that for every problem I'm facing,
Yes.
the solution is already out there,
Yes.
just vibrating alongside it.
Precisely.
Wow.
And this is where source energy, or your higher self,
Uh-huh.
comes into play.
Okay.
Source is always tuned into that solution side of the wave
Okay.
because it operates from a place of pure positive energy
Uh-huh.
without any resistance.
So if source energy is always focused on the solution, why do we get so caught up
Right.
in the problem?
Because we humans tend to focus on what's right in front of us.
Even if it's not what we truly desire.
Yeah.
And that focus is powerful.
Right.
You get what you focus upon. You
Mhm.
get what you train yourself to expect.
So if I'm constantly worrying about something,
Yeah.
am I attracting more of that worry into my life?
Your beliefs and expectations are essentially vibrational patterns.
Okay.
If you believe something's going to happen,
Yeah.
good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
you're sending out a strong vibration that draws it to you.
Oh, wow.
It's like you're calling it in.
That's both empowering and a bit daunting.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you realize the responsibility we have for our own reality.
And this is where the two perceivers come in.
The two perceivers.
Yes.
Okay.
Think of it as you have two internal advisors.
Okay.
One is your human self,
Yeah.
often focused on the problem or what's lacking.
Mm-hmm.
The other is your inner being,
Okay.
connected to source energy, always tuned into the solution and your true desires.
So which advisor should we be listening to?
That's the question this excerpt really wants you to consider.
Uh-huh.
Which perceiver are you aligning with?
Yeah.
Which side of the wave are you feeding your focus and energy to?
Right.
Are you dwelling on the problem
Yeah.
or embracing the solution that already exists?
It's like having two radio stations playing at the same time.
Yes.
One's playing doom and gloom.
Right.
The other's blasting your favorite upbeat tunes.
Yeah,
Which one do you get to tune into?
exactly.
So to help us choose the right station,
Okay.
the excerpt introduces the idea of using your emotions as guidance.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is something I've always struggled with.
Okay.
Understanding how emotions
Yeah.
fit into the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it feels a bit woo-woo.
I understand that.
Yeah.
What if we look at it this way?
Okay.
Imagine your emotions as a built-in navigation system,
Okay.
like a compass.
Okay.
It's guiding you toward what you want.
Okay, go on.
When you're feeling negative emotions like frustration.
Anxiety, disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like your compass is saying, whoa, wrong way.
Okay.
You're heading away from your desired destination.
So those negative emotions are actually a signal
Yes.
that I'm out of alignment with
Yeah.
what I truly want.
Precisely.
Wow.
You're focused on the lack of it rather than
Yes.
the manifestation itself.
Okay.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
When you experience positive emotions, like joy, gratitude, excitement,
Yeah.
it means your compass is saying you're on the right track.
Okay.
Keep going.
So it's not just about feeling good for the sake of feeling good.
Right.
It's about recognizing those positive emotions
Yes.
as a sign that we're aligning with our desires
Exactly.
and allowing them to manifest.
It's like you're speaking the same language as the universe
Why?
and things start flowing.
That's making a lot more sense.
Good.
But how do we consistently tap into those positive emotions?
Yeah.
Especially when life throws curveballs our way.
Mm-hmm.
the excerpt mentions something called the vortex. Ah, yes, the vortex.
Right.
It's basically the VIP lounge of the vibrational world.
The VIP lounge.
Yes.
I like that.
Tell me more.
Yes, tell me more.
Imagine this incredible energy stream where your vibration is perfectly matched to source energy and everything you desire.
Okay.
When you're in the vortex, things just click into place.
Wow.
Obstacles feel smaller.
Right.
Solutions appear effortlessly.
Wow.
And joy becomes your default setting.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
Sign me up.
Right.
But seriously, how do we get there? Is there a secret password?
Oh.
Do we need to wear a special outfit?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because Abraham cautions us against waiting to feel happy until we see physical evidence of our desires.
Okay.
They say that's like putting the cart before the horse.
So it's not about achieving something and then feeling good.
Right.
It's about feeling good now to attract what we want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Cultivating those feelings of joy and gratitude in this present moment is like sending out a powerful signal to the universe that you're ready to receive.
Wow.
It accelerates the manifestation process.
So no waiting for the perfect circumstances to feel good.
Oh.
We have to choose those positive emotions now to align with what we want.
Yes.
It's like we're priming the pump for abundance.
Precisely.
This is so insightful.
Good.
I'm already starting to see how these concepts can be applied in my own life.
Yes.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, there's another concept the excerpt touches on. I'd love to explore further.
Okay.
The idea that a belief is simply a thought you keep focusing on.
Ah, yes, the power of beliefs.
Yeah.
That's where things get really fascinating.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, our beliefs shape our entire reality.
Absolutely. And the more we focus on a certain thought, the stronger its vibration becomes.
Right.
And the more likely we are to manifest it.
You got it.
Right.
And the more we focus on it, the more solidified it becomes.
Okay.
Transforming from a fleeting thought into a deeply ingrained belief.
Huh.
It's like building a mental pathway.
Right.
The more you walk it,
Yeah.
the more defined and automatic it becomes.
Wow.
And these beliefs then act as filters, influencing how we perceive the world and what we allow ourselves to experience.
But what about all those things we seem to manifest that we don't want?
Okay.
You know, those experiences that make us say, well, I wouldn't have created that.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And the excerpt doesn't shy away from it.
Okay.
Because even if we're not consciously creating every single experience, we are ultimately responsible for the overall vibrational patterns we're emitting, even if those patterns were influenced by our upbringing or environment.
So if I grew up around people who constantly worried about money, I might unconsciously pick up those same vibrational patterns and end up struggling financially myself.
It's certainly a possibility.
Wow.
We're like sponges.
Yeah.
Absorbing the beliefs and behaviors of those around us, especially during our formative years.
Right.
Those beliefs become ingrained in our subconscious. And can continue to influence our reality unless we consciously choose to change them.
That's both fascinating and a little bit terrifying.
It is.
But it also highlights the incredible power we have.
Yes.
To rewrite those limiting beliefs once we become aware of them.
Exactly.
Awareness is the first step towards transformation.
It is.
Once you recognize those limiting beliefs, those old tapes playing in the background, you can start to challenge them, reframe them, and choose new, more empowering beliefs that align with what you truly want to create.
I love that.
Me too.
It's like hitting the delete button on those old mental programs and installing new software that supports our growth and expansion.
But how do we make sure we're not just replacing one limiting belief with another? The excerpt mentions being cautious about using just because it's true. As a reason to give something our attention.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's a powerful reminder that just because someone believes something or because we see evidence of it in the world doesn't mean we have to buy into it.
Right.
We have the power to choose what we focus on, what we give energy to.
Okay.
And that choice, that deliberate focus, determines our vibrational frequency. And ultimately what we manifest in our lives.
So we're not just passive recipients of whatever the world throws at us.
Right.
We have the power to actively curate our reality.
You got it.
Wow.
And the excerpt really drives this point home with a quote
Okay.
Focusing without deliberate intent can be called creating by default.
Right.
It's like we're constantly creating.
Yeah.
Whether we're conscious of it or not, the question is, are we directing that creation?
Right.
Or are we letting it happen on autopilot?
It's a powerful call to take the reins of our creative power. But how do we distinguish between conscious creation and autopilot?
Yeah.
I mean, how do we know when we're truly in the driver's seat?
That's where awareness comes in again.
Okay.
It's about becoming more attuned to your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions. It's about asking yourself, is this thought serving me?
Yeah.
Is this belief empowering me?
So it's not about suppressing negative thoughts or pretending everything is perfect.
Right.
It's about observing those thoughts without judgment.
Yes.
And then making a conscious choice to shift our focus to something more positive and aligned with our desires.
Exactly.
And this is where the concept of the vortex becomes so relevant.
Yes.
Remember, the vortex is that state of being where we're in alignment with source energy and our desires.
Right.
And the excerpt says that when we're in the vortex, the problem does not feel like a problem.
Right.
How can that be?
That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, if we're still facing challenges, how can it not feel like a problem? Is it just a matter of putting on rose-colored glasses and pretending everything is okay?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's not about denial.
Okay.
It's about a shift in perspective.
Right.
When you're in the vortex, you're no longer fixated on the problem itself. You're aligned with the solution.
Okay.
And you trust in the unfolding of the universe. You know that everything is working out for your highest good.
Yeah.
Even if you can't see the full picture yet.
So it's not about the absence of problems.
Right.
It's about approaching them from a place of knowing that the solution's already there.
Yes.
It's about trusting in the process.
Yes.
Even when things feel uncertain.
Exactly.
Okay, I love that analogy.
Okay.
Makes the concept of the vortex feel so much more tangible.
Yeah.
But how do we cultivate that sense of trust and knowing?
That's where the importance of gratitude comes in.
Okay.
Remember the excerpt mentioned that most people wait to feel happy until they see physical evidence of their desires?
Right.
They're essentially holding themselves hostage to external circumstances.
It's like saying, I'll be happy when.
Exactly.
I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I find my soulmate, when I win the lottery.
And that kind of thinking keeps us stuck in a perpetual cycle of lack and longing.
Wow.
Abraham's message is to cultivate feelings of joy and gratitude right now, in the present moment.
Yeah.
Regardless of our external circumstances.
Okay.
This is how we raise our vibration and align with the frequency of what we want.
So it's not about ignoring our problems or pretending everything is perfect.
Right.
It's about choosing to focus on the good, appreciating what we have.
Yes.
And trusting that the universe is conspiring in our favor.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
And this ties back to what we were discussing earlier about emotions being our guidance system. When we cultivate feelings of joy and gratitude, it's a sign that we're moving into alignment with our desires. We're telling the universe, I'm ready, I'm open to receiving.
So feeling good is not just a byproduct of having what we want.
Right.
It's actually a powerful magnet that attracts what we want.
Exactly. And it all comes down to making a conscious choice. Do we want to focus on the problem? And perpetuate the cycle of lack and limitation?
Right.
Or do we want to focus on the solution?
Okay.
Tap into the unlimited power of source energy. And create the reality of our dreams.
This is such a powerful reminder that we're not victims of circumstance.
Or no.
We have the power to choose our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions.
We do.
And in doing so, we shape our reality.
Yes.
It's incredibly empowering.
It is.
And the excerpt ends with a thought-provoking statement that really encapsulates this idea of empowerment. Reality is magnificent. It is the bouncing off place.
I love that.
What do you think Abraham means by that?
I think it's a reminder that our current reality, with all its challenges and triumphs, is simply a springboard for something even greater.
Well,
it's the foundation upon which we can build something truly extraordinary. It's like saying, don't get so caught up in what is that. You miss the potential of what could be.
It's an invitation to dream bigger.
Yes.
To expand our vision and to use our current reality as a catalyst for growth and creation.
Exact.
It's a call to step into the vortex where anything is possible.
It is. It's like we're standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And this excerpt is our guidebook, showing us how to navigate this landscape of vibrational reality.
What a landscape it is.
It is.
This idea that everything in our physical reality started as a vibration.
Right.
mind-blowing.
It really is.
It makes you wonder how much more is going on beneath the surface of what we can see and touch.
Absolutely. And the excerpt even addresses the skepticism some people might have about this idea of a vibrational reality.
Right.
Those who consider themselves staunch realists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It can be hard to grasp the concept of an unseen energetic realm.
Right.
Where thoughts and emotions hold so much power, especially when we're so conditioned to focus on the tangible world around us.
Right, but they offer this really compelling point.
Okay.
Our emotions are proof of this vibrational reality.
Interesting.
They say the very emotion that you feel must help you to understand that there are two vibrational versions that are having a relationship.
Two vibrational versions?
Yes.
That sounds intriguing.
Okay.
But I'm not sure I follow.
Okay.
Can you break that down?
Imagine it this way.
Okay.
There's the vibrational version of you that is already in alignment with your desires, living in that vortex we talked about.
Right.
That version is experiencing the reality you want right now.
Wow.
In vibrational form.
Okay.
Then there's the vibrational version of you that's still operating from a place of lack, doubt, or resistance. The version that's more focused on the problem side of the wave.
So it's like two versions of ourselves existing on different vibrational frequencies.
Exactly.
One's tuned into the station of abundance.
Right.
The other's stuck on the static of lack.
Precisely. And our emotions are like a feedback system.
Okay.
Telling us which version we're currently aligned with.
Okay, so it's like a tuning fork.
Yes.
If our emotions are harmonious and joyful, it means we're resonating with the version of ourselves that's already living the life we desire. But if we're feeling out of sorts, anxious, frustrated, disappointed, it means we're vibrating at a lower frequency, out of sync with our true desires.
That's a fantastic way to put it.
Oh, thanks.
It's like we're constantly sending out signals and the universe is responding in kind.
Right.
When we're tuned into the frequency of our desires, when we're feeling good, the universe mirrors that back to us with experiences that match that vibration.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about positive thinking.
It's not.
It's about aligning our entire being, thoughts, feelings, actions, with the frequency of what we want to create.
Exactly. And that brings us back to the importance of practicing gratitude.
Okay.
Remember, gratitude is like a vibrational shortcut to the vortex.
Right.
It instantly raises our frequency and helps us align with the energy of abundance and fulfillment.
It's like tuning our internal radio dial to the station of joy.
Yes.
Which then starts broadcasting into our reality.
And that leads me to a question about this concept of the vortex being a place where the problem does not feel like a problem.
Right.
How can we shift our perspective so that challenges feel less like insurmountable obstacles and more like opportunities for growth?
That's a great question.
I think it boils down to cultivating a sense of trust.
Okay.
When we're in the vortex.
Yeah.
We're not denying the existence of problems.
Right.
We're simply approaching them.
Okay.
From a place of knowing that the solution is already there, even if we can't see it yet.
It's about surrendering to the process, trusting that the universe has our back, even when things feel uncertain or messy.
Yes.
It's about having faith that we're being guided, supported, and directed towards our highest good.
Yeah.
Even if the path isn't always clear.
Exactly. It's like that feeling you get when you're on a roller coaster. You might be screaming and holding on for dear life.
Right.
But deep down, you know you're safe because you trust the ride to take you back to where you started.
Well, I love that analogy.
Good.
It brings a whole new level of excitement to the manifestation process.
Yeah.
It's not just about visualizing a perfect outcome.
No.
It's about embracing the adventure, trusting the twists and turns, and knowing that we'll ultimately arrive at our destination.
Right.
Even if the journey takes us through some unexpected loops.
And speaking of the journey, the excerpt makes this really interesting distinction between the physical reality we perceive with our senses and the vibrational reality that precedes it.
It reminds us that everything that is manifested was a vibrational reality first.
It existed as pure energy, as a potential.
Yeah.
Before it took form in the physical world.
Right.
It's like everything starts as an invisible blueprint.
Yeah.
A whisper in the energetic realm before it materializes into something we can see and touch.
And that makes me think of a quote from Albert Einstein.
Oh, yeah.
Imagination is everything.
Okay.
It is the preview of life's coming attractions.
I like that.
It's like we're constantly imagining our reality into being.
Yeah.
Whether we realize it or not.
That's such a powerful thought.
It is.
It makes you realize the incredible power of our imagination. It's not just a frivolous pastime.
No.
It's a creative force.
Right.
That's shaping our reality every moment of every day.
Exactly.
And that brings me back to something we touched on earlier.
This idea that a belief is simply a thought you keep focusing on.
Yes, the power of beliefs. It's like we're constantly planting seeds in the garden of our mind. And the thoughts we water most frequently are the ones that take root and blossom into our reality.
But how do we know which thoughts are worth watering?
Right.
I mean, we're bombarded with so much information, so many different perspectives.
Yeah.
How do we discern which thoughts are aligned with our highest good?
Yeah.
And which ones are just weeds trying to choke out our potential?
That's where it becomes crucial to develop a strong sense of inner knowing.
Inner knowing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about connecting with that wise, intuitive part of ourselves that can guide us towards what's true and authentic for us.
It's like tuning into our inner compass.
Yes.
That still small voice that whispers, this feels right, or this doesn't resonate with me.
Exactly. And that inner compass often speaks to us through our emotions.
Right.
Remember, our emotions are like a feedback system, telling us whether we're heading in the right direction or veering off course.
So if something feels expansive, joyful, exciting, it's a good sign that we're aligned with our desires and moving towards the vortex.
Yes.
But if something feels constricting, draining out of alignment, it's a signal to pause, reassess, and maybe choose a different path.
Precisely. It's about learning to trust our gut.
Okay.
To listen to the wisdom of our bodies and to make choices that feel aligned with our authentic selves, even if those choices don't always make sense to the logical mind.
It's about letting go of the need to have all the answers and trusting that the universe is always guiding us.
Yes.
Even when the path ahead seems shrouded in mystery.
And that brings me to a question about this concept of creating by default.
Creating by default, okay.
The excerpt warns us against focusing without deliberate intent.
Right.
How do we ensure that we're not just passively creating our reality based on old patterns and limiting beliefs?
That's where mindfulness comes into play.
Yes.
It's about becoming more aware of our thoughts, our words, and our actions.
Right.
It's about observing our habitual patterns.
Okay.
And questioning whether those patterns are serving us or holding us back.
So it's not about trying to control every thought or feeling.
Right.
It's about creating space between stimulus and response. So we can choose how we want to react rather than just reacting on autopilot. It's about becoming the conscious architect of our reality rather than the passive bystander.
Beautifully put.
It's like we're being given this incredible set of tools. The power of our thoughts, our emotions, our imagination.
Yeah.
And the more skilled we become at using those tools, the more masterful we become at creating a reality that truly reflects our highest potential.
It's so inspiring to think.
It is.
That we're not just pawns in some cosmic game.
Yeah. We're not.
But active participants in the creation of our own reality.
We are.
And it makes me wonder, if we have this much power to shape our individual realities, what might be possible if we collectively focused our intentions on creating a world that is more peaceful, just, and sustainable?
That's a profound question.
Yeah.
And one that the excerpt touches on.
Okay.
In a subtle but powerful way.
Okay.
Remember, the excerpt emphasizes that everything that is manifested was a vibrational reality first.
Yeah.
It existed as a potential before it took form in the physical world.
So if we can collaboratively envision a world where peace, justice, and sustainability are the dominant vibrations, wouldn't that create a powerful, energetic blueprint?
It would.
For those qualities to manifest in our physical reality.
It's certainly an intriguing possibility. It suggests that our collective thoughts, emotions, and intentions have the power to shape not just our individual lives, but the very fabric of our shared reality.
That's both exciting and a bit daunting.
It is.
Yeah.
But it also fills me with a sense of hope and possibility.
Okay.
If we can learn to harness the power of our collective vibration.
Yeah.
Imagine the incredible transformations we could create.
Imagine a world where fear and scarcity are replaced by love and abundance,
Yes.
where competition gives way to collaboration, and where we work together to heal the planet and create a future filled with harmony and well-being for all.
It's a beautiful vision.
It is.
And one that feels more attainable than ever before, especially as more and more people awaken to their power as conscious creators.
Right.
And speaking of conscious creation,
Yeah.
the excerpt closes with a statement that really encapsulates this entire journey.
Okay.
Reality is magnificent. It is the bouncing off place.
What do you make of that?
Oh, gosh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, to me, it's a reminder that our current reality, with all its complexities and challenges, is not the end point.
Okay.
It's a stepping stone, a launching pad, a springboard for something even greater.
It's an invitation to dream bigger, to expand our visions, and to use our current reality as a catalyst for growth and creation.
Exactly.
Like we're being given this incredible playground, this vast canvas upon which we can paint the masterpiece of our lives.
And the masterpiece is always a work in progress, isn't it?
Right.
It's a constant evolution, a dance between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the vibrational.
Absolutely. And the beauty of it is that we get to choose the colors, the textures, the composition. We get to decide what we want to create, what we want to experience, and how we want to express ourselves in this grand symphony of existence.
I love that.
We're like artists co-creating this incredible tapestry of reality.
Yes.
And the more we understand the principles of the law of attraction, the more skillful we become at weaving our own unique threads into this grand design.
This excerpt really does offer a practical, empowering perspective on how to do just that.
Absolutely.
It reminds us that we are vibrational beings, existing in a vibrational universe. Everything we create begins as a vibration.
And then it went on to explain how our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions act as magnets.
They do.
Attracting experiences that match our dominant vibration.
Exactly. It's like we're surrounded by this infinite field of possibilities, and our vibration acts as a filter, determining which possibilities we allow into our reality.
So if we want to change our reality, we need to change our vibration.
You got it.
That's where the vortex comes in.
Yes.
That state of being where we're aligned with source energy and our desires.
The vortex is like a vibrational sweet spot where our energy is flowing freely and we're effortlessly attracting the experiences we desire.
But the excerpt also cautioned us against waiting to feel happy till we see physical evidence of our desires.
Exactly.
It's about cultivating those feelings of joy and gratitude right now.
Now, in this present moment.
Because those positive emotions are a sign that we're already aligning with our desires. That we're already in the process of manifesting them.
It's like sending out a signal to the universe, saying, I'm ready, I'm open to receiving.
And the more we focus on those positive emotions, the more we amplify that signal. The faster our desires manifest.
It's like turning up the volume on our vibrational frequency, making it easier for the universe to deliver what we're asking for.
The excerpt also acknowledged that life isn't always rainbows and butterflies. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable.
They are.
So how do we maintain that high vibration when things get tough?
That's where that concept comes in.
Okay.
The problem does not feel like a problem when we're in the vortex. Our perspective shifts. We're no longer fixated on the problem itself, but on the solution that already exists in vibrational form.
It's about trusting that the universe has our back. That even in the midst of challenges, we're being guided and supported towards our highest good.
And it's about choosing to focus on the good. Even when things feel difficult. It's about remembering that every experience, even the challenging ones, is an opportunity for growth and expansion.
So it's not about denying the existence of problems. It's about approaching them from a place of knowing that we have the inner resources and the support of the universe.
We do.
To navigate them successfully.
It's like we're given a training course in resilience, in resourcefulness, in tapping into our inner strength and wisdom.
And with each challenge we overcome, we become more confident, more empowered, more capable of creating the reality we desire.
It's like we're leveling up, in the game of life.
I love that.
The excerpt ends on a beautiful note.
It does.
Reminding us that reality is magnificent. It is the bouncing off place.
It's an invitation to dream bigger.
Yes.
To expand our vision, to use our current reality as a springboard for something even greater.
It's a call to step into the vortex,
right,
where anything is possible.
Where limitations are self-imposed.
Yes.
And we have the power to create a reality that's truly aligned with our highest potential.
I hope this exploration has given you some valuable insights and tools to apply in your own life.
Absolutely.
Remember, you are a powerful creator.
Yes, we are.
You have the ability to shape your reality with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions.
So choose to focus on what feels good.
Yeah.
Cultivate feelings of joy and gratitude, trust in the process.
Yes.
And most importantly, have fun creating the life of your dreams.
Beautiful.